cool this morning, but it turned out to be a beautiful fall day, especially compared to what we saw over the weekend where many of us got down into the deep freeze category and far too early.
Yeah, I know. I was wearing a sweatshirt and jeans this morning, and then afternoon I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I was at home for band competition over the weekend. It was just downright cold. Didn't even hit 60 degrees on Saturday with 15-mile-an-hour winds all day long. Just made it really cold to be out there all day long. But
yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our day planner then for tomorrow. Looks like around midnight, 53 degrees, still a few clouds hanging around, and then those clouds will start to burn off as you get up and start heading off to class tomorrow morning. Looking for your temperature right around 49 degrees, and then getting into the afternoon, another beautiful fall day as we look for highs up in the mid to upper 70s yet again for tomorrow. Coming up, we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast and also talk about an upcoming fundraising opportunity where you can possibly help the meteorology department. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
I was going to say, sounds good, Corey. Thank you. Well, we've got a fantastic show planned for us today. We're going to cut to a break right now, but stay tuned because after that, we're going to have Zach Mlcoch do a national segment. So stay tuned. This is Size Eyes on the Skies. Welcome back, everybody. We had a great almanac there. Great temperatures we hit today. So right now, we're going to send it over to Zach Mlcoch, the wall, with the look on national weather.
Thanks. We'll wait on. Hold on for graphics. There we go. We got graphics. Good evening, Iowa State. Zach Mlcoch, meteorology here, and I'm doing your national weather tonight. We do have some current temps around the country for you guys. We got 81 down in Miami, right about down there. We got 74 in St. Louis, and over to the west, we do have 101 in Phoenix and 66 in San Francisco. You got 66 in Seattle, where the Packers will be facing the Seattle Seahawks tonight. I really hope the Packers lose tonight. Highs this afternoon, we still had that 101 in Phoenix. We had a San Francisco high of 68. New York, we had about 67, and it was pretty nice around that area. Chicago, we also had a 70 and a 73 down in St. Louis. 87 still in Miami. Tomorrow's highs, like I said, 67 in Seattle. San Francisco, you will be at 65, and in Phoenix, you will have about 96 degrees. A little bit cooler than today, but it definitely should be still nicer. Over cost, you do have St. Louis at 82, and you do have Chicago at 76, Minneapolis at 66, cooler up north, and you still have 86, 1 degree change from yesterday. Over in the region right now, we will have 82 in Des Moines. Corey will cover the rest of that later on. 66, again, as I said, in Minneapolis, and you do have Kansas City at 83, and in Lincoln, Nebraska, you will be at 80 for tomorrow's forecast. As we go into the radar throughout the country, we do have nothing going on right about in the central United States right now. Nothing is going in this whole entire area, and it's very nice high pressure built in. But over to the west, we do have some rain in this general vicinity, and we do have a low pressure system that is centered right about there and to stay there throughout the evening. We're going to zoom in on this area right here, right now, just to see where that low is going to track and then where that rain is going to go. This rain will go up to the north and will be very nice heading into southern Iowa throughout the rest of the evening. Might hit a little bit of the area, but like I said, Corey will cover the Iowa edition later on. As your future cast, we look at Monday, 7 p.m., which is right about now. And we do have some rain, like I said, in the Denver area out to the west. As that goes on, it will go across. Storms will go across St. Louis and out to the east. We will have a new storm area, new storm area building back here in Denver, and it will track again to the east. And you will have a little bit of clip in Iowa. You will have some fog, some clouds, and some rain going across the central Illinois, central Indiana corridor right there. As you go into Wednesday at 6 p.m., you still have some more lingering showers that will keep tracking to the east, but stronger storms will remain south in Mexico. Like I said, nothing still remains in this area. You have some strong storms out in the New York area going towards New York for a little bit, but nothing in that area thus far. warnings. There is nothing going out west. You still have a small red flag warning out in central Oklahoma. That should be there for just a little bit. Of course, it's just with high winds, dry conditions. You do have a small craft advisory on Lake Michigan, just in case anyone was wondering. I'm sure you're not on your boat on Lake Michigan right now, but it's just a little warning just to mention to everyone. I'm going to go to Chicago right now for the 7-day outlook, and so you can just see that small craft warning. If you're going to be in Chicago this upcoming weekend, just you can figure it out yourself. But right now we do have a 73 Tuesday afternoon, mid-70s but most of the week, lower 70s most of the week, 69 on Thursday, that's 72 on Saturday. A beautiful weekend with a 72 and a 69, and it should be a wonderful game out there, wonderful day, and I really hope it goes on. So, Sam, back to you.
Well, it looked like, Zach, you're about to steal my trivia question, the favorite part of the show. So, as Zach alluded to, we are going to do a trivia question next. One of my favorite parts of the show, like I said, which tropical cyclone intensified the fastest in 24 hours? We got 4 answers for you. A, Forrest, 1983. B, Gilbert, 1998. C, Wilma in 2005. And D, Isaac in 2012. So we're going to take a break, but stay tuned for that trivia answer when we get back. Welcome back, everybody. Great temperatures we had today from that almanac was showing us. Now, you remember the trivia question, I hope. Let's pop that back up. Which tropical cyclone intensified the fastest in 24 hours? Our answers are A, Forrest in 1983, Gilbert in 1998, C, Wilma in 2005, and D, Isaac in 2012. Our answer is A, Forrest Gump. Intensified the fastest in 1983. What a great hurricane. That was a very strong hurricane. Caused quite a bit of damage when it struck landfall. But right now we're going to go ahead and send it over to Corey. He's going to do a bit of our Iowa segment. Corey?
Hey, thanks, Sam. It's still absolutely beautiful. If you step outside right now, 73 degrees here in Ames. Those winds still somewhat strong out there, out of the south at 12 miles per hour. Looking across the region right now, Fort Dodge sitting at 73. Carroll is at 70. Boone is the warmest in the area at 76 degrees, and Iowa Falls checking in at 72 degrees. We'll zoom it out, take a look at the entire state. Mason City sitting at 75. Same thing in Sioux City. Council Bluffs at 68. And Ottumwa is at 72 at this hour. Dew points are very, very dry out there. 34 in Mason City, 33 in Waterloo, 38 in Ottumwa, and 40 in Des Moines for the dew point right now. Winds, as I said, are a little strong in some places. 12 miles an hour here in Ames, 14 Mason City. A little bit weaker in Fort Dodge at 9 miles per hour, and then Sioux City winds checking in at 12 miles per hour. The last 6 hours with clouds and radar, we've had a few clouds pushing in out of the west-southwest, and there's those few showers that we were talking about earlier on. Those will continue to push into the area later on tonight, but it's not looking to be anything significant. Your forecast for tonight, partly cloudy and very breezy to start, but then it's going to calm down, winds out of the south-southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, with your low getting down to about 46 overnight. Tomorrow, getting back up there into the very pleasant fall weather, category 80 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and those winds are going to be very calm, especially compared to today. The 7-day outlook, 72 degrees, so we're going to cool down quite a bit for Wednesday yet again. We're going to start seeing more of these temperature swings as we continue to move into the fall season. then getting down to the upper 60s on Thursday, and then getting back up into the 70s on Friday, and the weekend is starting to look really good as well, with highs of 73 on Saturday, or Sunday, excuse me, Saturday for game day, 72 degrees. So it looks like perfect for game day.
You know what's it actually looks like a perfect week, not just
Yes,
for game
it
day.
does.
It looks
It does.
fantastic. It's like
Lower
epic
70s.
fall
I'm
temperatures.
so happy.
Fall
it's not
came
too
in with a
cold.
nice little treat for
It
us,
did.
you know?
Yeah, and this is a great way to end the month of September, too.
It really is.
It was,
But
yeah.
you know, could potentially have some snowstorms in parts of the country way, way out, up in the northwestern part. If we look out there in GFS Fantasyland, maybe a few snowstorms coming through Montana.
Don't say that.
So,
It's far too
I
early
know,
for
I know
that.
you
I
don't
hope
want
it-
to
I
hear
hope-
it,
yeah.
We
I
don't
don't want to
wanna
get the
hear it.
shovels just yet.
but it could happen. Now, I'm not saying Iowa, but it could happen.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a curse, but when I was leaving home yesterday to come back to campus, my neighbor was actually getting a snowblower out and checking it, making sure it was all ready to go. So
There
I
you
hope
go.
that's not a bad omen for us
That,
yet.
no,
But
it's
You know,
just
I
too
wish-
early. You got to dust. I mean, yes, you have to dust it off and prep it and see, make sure
yeah,
it runs
especially in
before we get
Minnesota, you
pummeled.
know.
You know, I was just up in Minnesota. I went there for the Viking game. We won, thank goodness. That was a tough
Surprisingly.
game. Beat those 49ers. I hope you're not. Are you
Oh.
a 49er fan?
Those ogres, they're not my 49er fans. I don't even want to be a 49er
Well, you know
fan.
what? Good. Well, we beat them. And another good thing that happened was Iowa lost quite horribly. I hear it was pretty embarrassing to
was
be an Iowa
last
fan. When isn't
48
it embarrassing to be an Iowa
Last
fan?
48 seconds.
Yeah,
And,
you know what?
Justin Keller said, there's always basketball season.
There's
I said.
always basketball. Unfortunately, they're bad at that too. So we'll have lots of ammunition to make fun of poor
We will.
producer
Yeah.
Justin Keller for a while.
And then if the Packers can lose tonight, there you go.
I
Even
will
more fuel
Packers,
for the
Seahawks.
fun.
Seahawks.
Packers.
Packers, Seahawks. I don't know, fans. What do you think? Who's got that? I'm going to say Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Seahawks going to
Just
get it.
because I can, I'm going to go Seahawks.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
I got to have it. But you know what? Speaking of football, we have a big game coming up. We win this one, guys, against Texas Tech 4-0. Close to Iowa State history, I feel
Yes.
like.
Yes.
Not very often we hit 4-0. And then after that, TCU, which we
Yep.
could win. I mean, realistically, we could almost be going 5-0. And I think I hear Justin Keller grumbling all the way from the back of the studio. He's a little upset about this cyclone
I
talk.
think it's probable. We're not going to jinx it here.
No,
we're not going to.
no
Don't
one's-
blame us.
I'm not going to say we're going to win.
But
No.
it is possible.
But you know what they will have
Probable.
is they will have great weather, like you said.
Yes,
the
they
playoffs.
will. They
Yes.
will.
It's gonna. If we lose, at least it was a nice day to be outside, right?
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
Eh, no, we ain't.
Yeah. And now switching gears, I was talking a little bit earlier about a fundraising opportunity coming up. This Wednesday night, the student chapter of the American Meteorological Society is going to be out at Cold Stone doing a fundraiser, and I believe you know a little bit more about it than I do.
Well, yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your friends on out to Cold Stone. I will hopefully be one of your servers, making you some delicious ice cream.
make
And a
it
few other
complicated.
students are going to be making some ice cream too as well. About 40% of the product Cold Stone makes will go towards AMS. It's a good way for us to raise money so we can do stuff like do trips to help tornado victims, do some relief projects like that. It's a very good way for us to raise money for those kind of outreach events. So bring your
Yes.
friends down. Go eat some Cold Stone on Wednesday night.
I mean,
Was
who
it
doesn't
6
like
to
ice
9?
cream?
Yeah, what was that?
What the time is?
6 to 9. Come on down 6 to 9. Come down after 9 if you want to. Maybe some of us will still be around. But yeah, who doesn't like ice cream? Come on down.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
should be a beautiful night for it.
It sure will. But now that we've plugged that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to end the show for tonight. So we'll see you back on Wednesday for our next episode of Size Eyes on the Skies.